Hey y'all. So, this is a quick little, review. Not even a review. Tamar's new show, Tamar Get Your Life. It is like a little sneak peek, after marriage boot camp tonight. And I watched it. And I wanted to just get my comments on it. So this is a different kind of, video. Okay, you see, ain't no all the extras of it all. Y'all know this is JLeesCorner, and to like, subscribe, and share, and all that stuff. We're gonna leave that be. Okay. They're saying that Tamar was unhappy with this show, and that could have been a reason she was in a depressed state and things like that. So I wanted to see what the show was about because we only had seen the trailer for it, but we still kind of didn't know like what is it about. So Tamar was doing this 6-week intensive filming documentary type thing, okay, where there's no fourth wall, meaning there's no the production crew. We see the production crew, we see the camera crew. It's not as if how the show used to be. And David is on this one, her boyfriend. We see Lil Logan is on here with little cute little stuff and everything. And I liked how it started off with Tamar just saying what she's been through. How she basically lost everything, okay? She had a husband. She doesn't have a husband anymore. She is not close to her family anymore. Her sisters, have had a breakdown in their communication and everything. How, working her album, she don't have no manager, she don't have a record label. All these things that she had and she lost. She also brings up how she lost herself, her sense of reality. I think for the first time I saw Tamar taking a bit of responsibility. And again, I'm not talking about Tamar today. Okay, so I don't be in the comment section, but she's this today. We're not talking about today. We're talking about when this stuff was filmed, okay? And she was taking accountability for the things in her life that she may have, contributed to her losing. When she said, I lost myself, my sense of reality, I felt like that was her saying, I realized I was on some bullshit at one point in time. She brings about she lost friendships with all her friends. She lost a lot. And I think anybody who knows Tamar and followed Tamar via social media, her things, knew of these things. And she was in there. Oh, I have her picture up because she looks so great picture. Okay. And I think this, first of all, she looks so much like Tony right here. And, that was her sitting in the house talking and everything. But she was having a conversation with Mona. Well, I thought I had Mona's picture around here. Maybe I did not. Oh, I did. But she was talking to Mona. Mona Scott Young, who, does Love and Hip Hop and everything and all those things. So we know Mona used to be a manager. She managed Missy Elliott for years, and she is EPing this show. She's a producer of this show. She's not Tamar's manager because Tamar makes it clear that she hasn't had a manager in a long time. And even when Vince was her manager, the big issue was the fact that she consistently had to bring her work home to her house, and it's hard when you leave and she said I will leave work, pick up my desk and carry my desk home, and then put my work desk in my living room, because that's what it was like when your husband is your manager and all the issues are there in the house. So we've seen that whole conversation. So Mona's here to help her, shoot this 6 weeks of intense filming of her life and where she is so far. And Tamar kind of poured her heart out about, I just want to be able to, start all over, get it all back. I never worked with other producers. It was everything I did was just with Vince. And she said, but there was a reason for that, because one, she didn't want to sing in front of other people. So it was him doing most of the producing or whatever. So this will be her first time doing an album, on her own. But I like how Mona said, I want you to commit to do this. Meaning, I know you're going to be bitching and moaning. I know you're going to want to quit 100 times. But when you want to quit, I want you to know that I'll be there pushing you to finish it because you want to finish it, right? And Tamar said, I do. I know I'm going to get mad and aggravated or whatever. I'm going to want to quit, but I will, vow to keep going. And the one part that I felt a little funny about was when Mona said, like, when don't want us to film, when you don't want to do this or whatever, you need to know that we're going to push through and keep filming everything. I was like, that can be an issue. Now, the conversation between her and Mona, to me, was loving. It was understanding. I didn't see Mona trying to, use Tamar or force her to record, be recorded when she didn't want to. I feel like she understood Tamar and Tamar understood Mona, and they both know what the point of this is. But we know anytime someone is following you with a camera 24/7 for 6 weeks, you're going to get aggravated, okay? You're going to get very, very aggravated because sometimes you do not want to be filmed. But they both made a vow to, get through this. Tamar even bringing up how they brought up the issues of WeTV from before. Okay, because again, all of this is stuff that happened months and months and months and months and months ago. This is not nothing from current as far as we know. But even see how she brings up how, the show used to be great, her and her sisters, and that changed, and, all of that happened, and now she's basically having to start over from scratch. And so that's the points of her show. Now, I know the beautician show, that's on VH1 was like, a different kind of show that's not really about Tamar. She's just one of the hosts of the show. But this show, Tamar said, I wanted to be able to speak my truth and show my life and do this and do that and do this. It seemed like she had control over the fact of what she wanted to do. I think the issue that may have come up is that they recorded so much stuff in her life that she maybe didn't want filmed, but she's then signed up for this show. Seeing the preview of the season, I don't even see it as a bad thing. I think Tamar at this point doesn't need to do reality TV anymore until she gets herself better, because from what we saw, it didn't look too bad. And we see one part of her, it's like, y'all recorded this, y'all recorded that, y'all even recorded me of my child. However, this I cannot do. And she walks out saying, I'm done. But again, that could just be Tamar being Tamar. We're not sure. I'm going to tune into this show. I'm going to review this show because I really want to see what this is about. We see David there at the house or whatever. David had a whole Taco Tuesday, session because they were welcoming the camera crew around, and him and Tamar and Logan was there, and things seemed positive. He's on camera saying like you could have never caught him on a reality TV show because he's a finance guy, and but he's here because he's a big part of Tamar's life, and this is about Tamar, so he's here for Tamar. I think people may look at him in a certain way. I'm not sure. Tamar brings up how amazing he's been in her life, and they've been together for 18 months and all of that, so she paints him as a really, really great guy. So we'll see that play out. But again, the preview that we saw, it seemed positive. It didn't seem negative. It didn't seem messy or nothing. I feel like sometimes if you have that, that's what we will see. I also feel like if Tamar was in the point of trying to get her life in order, sometimes that can look chaotic. Sometimes people gonna lose their temper. They may happen too. But I feel like I don't see an issue with the show yet. Okay, it comes on next Thursday on WeTV, so I will be tuned in. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a live after show of the show or if I review the show. We will have to see. But I mean, I'm here for it because I want to see what got her upset. I want to see because if WeTV really took and spent whatever it was she was going through and made it some kind of negative thing to drive her, for lack of a better term, crazy, we need to know that so we can say WeTV. You know what I'm saying? But damn, I got love at the lockup. I'm just saying, we cannot support them on this particular show. So it's just like, who knows? But again, the show to me, I was very much so, invested in her being honest and sounding like a sincere Tamar talking to Mona. And even when she was sitting there with Dave talking to David, it seemed pleasant. You know what I'm saying? We see that she calls the camera crew baggage because they're always around, sitting around or whatever. But again, I liked it so far. So I'm gonna watch it. So we shall see. But I wanted to give y'all a little bit of what it was and what not, and that's my thoughts, from the beginning. So that's all. Peace.